This morning on Today's Health, skin cancer. It's not only the most common form of cancer in the United States, but also one of the only ones that can be prevented. In a moment, ways to stay safe in the sun. But first, 3 people share their stories in their own words.
I really spent way too much time sunbathing. I was tan all the time, and it was just vanity. I saw a funny spot on my thigh, and it just looked different from anything else on my body. It was malignant melanoma, and I was shocked. If I didn't remove it, she said that I'd have less than a year to live. So we scheduled surgery right away, and I had to have a wide excision on my right thigh. It was very painful. After having lymph nodes removed and a portion of my thigh removed, it was very hard to walk. And I used to be very athletic, so I couldn't do any of those things anymore. I'm so glad to be alive.
You know, you come home all blistered up, you never had anything on. We never worried about it back then. I never worried about it even till today, till last week. I had a red spot on my shoulder, and my wife would always say, you should get that looked at, you should get it looked at. And that's when I finally did. The first word I remember hearing when I got the call was that it's positive, blah, 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 cancer. That's the only 2 words that I had heard. And your heart just stops, you get that feeling in the pit of your stomach that churns, and no, it can't be, not me, not me. I sort of kick myself, for not, you hear about it, you read about it all the time, skin cancer, and you just don't think it's going to be you.
So my sister Mollie was just 20 when she was diagnosed with melanoma. She was healthy, athletic, normal, sophomore in college, and she spotted an abnormal mole on the back of her left thigh. Soon after, she had surgeries followed by chemotherapy, radiation, and it was a long 6-month battle that she unfortunately lost. After Mollie died, we decided we wanted to start a foundation in her name, Mollie's Fund. We, as a foundation and as a family, have made it our goal to prevent anyone from going through what we went through education and awareness. And I know that's what she would have wanted.
Dr. Nancy Seidemann is NBC's chief medical editor. Nancy, good morning.
Hey, Ann.
So we need education. Let's talk
sobering.
about what we really need. You say cover up, number 1.
Yeah, and remember, we pay the price as adults for what we've done to our skin as kids. So as parents, remember what you did and prevented your children. Cover up. I mean, I know this is beach time and pool time, but when you're not at the shore, at the pool, long sleeve shirts, cover your skin. You've got to be smart about that.
And wearing sunscreen, as always, we know is important, but what should we be looking for
well,
when we buy
put
sunscreen?
it on and reapply it. Keep using it. You can't put it on in the morning and expect it to work all day long. I think anything over an SPF of 30 is really wasting money. And read the labels carefully. UVA and UVB rays. Look for something that filters both. And remember, these are perishable items. When you're done with them for a year, throw them away, get new stuff.
You say also avoid those tanning booths. People still use them, Nancy.
If you have a suntan, it is damaged skin. There is no such thing as getting a baseline tan for the beach. Suntan booths are not safe.
And know your body. So know, for example, in Mollie's case, she was able to detect this mole.
Yeah,
look at yourself.
You have to know what your body looks like naked. And so if you're not sure about your back, get a mirror, get a loved one to look, and see a dermatologist. If you are light-skinned, if you have skin cancer in your family, if you know you have abused your skin, check in and let a nurse, nurse practitioner, physician assistant, somebody who knows how to check skin, look you over.
Especially if a mole changes. If
Yes.
you see any changes, that's really the key,
The
right?
ABCDEs that we talk about, any change in symmetry, border, bleeding, color. These are classic American Cancer Society guidelines that you can find anywhere. Any mole that changes, anything that you're not sure about, you play it safe and have someone take a look.
You know what? I just had a girlfriend this weekend tell me that she had a scab on her nose that would go away and come back and go. And I told her you should go and have it looked. And you're reminding me this morning. I'm
That's
gonna call her
exactly
again.
right. You know, the numbers are escalating in this country because we haven't taken it seriously. Get your vitamin D early in the morning before 10 a.m. and take a supplement. But you can't just say, well, I need my rays. I'm going to go out in the middle of the day with no sunscreen.
Well, let's talk about that because, you know, since our early conversations about this topic, you know, we've told people sort of avoid the sun altogether, but now we're really realizing that vitamin D, which comes from the sun, is really good at preventing some major diseases, including cancer. So how much do we need?
The sun helps convert vitamin D, and we know that vitamin D cuts down on colon cancer. It's good for our bones. It's good for our heart. But here's the reality. Go out before the sun is intense, before 10 or after 4. In the meantime, use sunscreen. And frankly, supplement. The oral vitamin D supplements are just fine. So common sense in the sun, supplementing with vitamin D, and you're going to be fine. But if you think that skin cancer is no big deal, imagine a piece of your ear gone, a piece of your nose gone, a piece of your cheek gone, and then think about what that's going to look like on your children. This is common sense stuff. The Aussies have a great thing: slip, slap, slop.
Huh?
Slip into long sleeves, slap on a hat, slap on the sunscreen. You think slip, slap, slop, you're going to do well all this summer.
Well, I think you did well saying it, Dr. Nancy Zetterman. Thank you so much this morning. And it's very important advice once again. And also, you'll be back in our next half hour with advice on how women can keep the men in our lives healthy. And we're going to also want to mention that we have more information, if you want to find it, on Mollie's Foundation on our website at todayshow.com. And coming up next, some unexpected summer vacation destinations that you might just want to consider. First, this is Today on NBC.